There is something that many practitioners experience, but they don't talk about it openly. You finish a session with a client, and instead of feeling neutral or grounded, you feel heavy, drained, sometimes even emotional. You may find yourself thinking about the client long after the session ends and replaying parts of the conversation, feeling a sense of responsibility for their outcome. And over time, if this continues, it can lead to burnout, compassion, fatigue, or even questioning whether you can continue doing this work. Many practitioners describe this as absorbing their client's energy. But what if something more specific is happening? What if it's not about taking on someone else's emotions, but about your nervous system and how it's responding in the presence of theirs? Today, we're going to explore how practitioners can support clients deeply while maintaining their own nervous system coherence and stability. Now, if you're new to my channel, my name is Tina Bridgettini. I am the founder of Bridgettini Energy School, where we train practitioners in hypnosis, nervous system coherence, energy therapy, and integrative healing methods. One of the most important areas that we focus on is helping practitioners maintain their own regulation while supporting others. Because sustainable healing work requires not only skill, but also the ability to remain grounded within your own nervous system. And this is something that's often overlooked in traditional training. As we discussed in earlier video, human nervous systems are constantly interacting. This process of co-regulation means that we naturally respond to the emotional states of others. And when a client is experiencing grief, anxiety, or distress, their nervous system is signaling those states. And your nervous system may begin responding to those signals. The challenge arises when the practitioner's nervous system begins mirroring that dysregulation without returning to balance. Empathy is an important part of healing work. It allows us to understand and connect with our client's experience. But there is an important distinction between empathy and what we might call enmeshment. Empathy allows us to feel with someone while remaining grounded. Enmeshment occurs when we begin losing our own center. We may feel overwhelmed, emotionally pulled into the client's experience, or responsible for changing how they feel. This is often where practitioners begin experiencing exhaustion because their nervous system is no longer anchored in its own state of regulation. So when a practitioner is working with a client in an intense emotional state, the practitioner's nervous system may begin activating. Heart rate may suddenly increase. Breathing patterns change. Muscle tension increases. These changes can be very subtle, but over time, they're not recognized as regulated. They can accumulate. And this is why practitioners sometimes feel drained after multiple sessions. It is not simply emotional fatigue, it is physiological activation that is not fully returned to baseline. And one of the most important skills that practitioners can develop is the ability to return their nervous system to a regulated state after sessions. This is not about avoiding emotional connection. It is about allowing the body to complete its own regulation cycle. So, simple practices can support this process. Taking a few moments to breathe slowly, deeply, stepping outside for fresh air, moving the body, bringing awareness back to your own physical state. These practices signal to the nervous system that it is safe to return to balance. And over time, this becomes easier and more automatic. One of the most powerful shifts that practitioners can make is learning how to remain present without taking on the client's emotional state. This involves maintaining awareness of two things at the same time: the client's experience and your internal state. When you notice your body becoming activated, you gently bring awareness back to your breath, your posture, your sense of grounding. You do not disconnect from the client. You simply maintain your own center while supporting them. This allows you to remain effective without becoming overwhelmed. Boundaries are often discussed in terms of time and communication, but they also exist at the level of the nervous system. A regulated nervous system naturally maintains a sense of separation. It can connect without losing itself. And when practitioners strengthen their own regulation, their boundaries become clearer. They are able to care deeply for their clients without feeling responsible for carrying their emotional experience. And this creates a healthier dynamic for both practitioner and client. I'd love to hear from those of you who are working closely with clients. Have you noticed feeling drained or emotionally impacted after certain sessions? What have you found that's helpful for you to return to a sense of balance? Go ahead and share your experiences in the comments. Practitioners who learn how to maintain their own nervous system coherence often experience several benefits. They feel less drained after sessions. They are able to remain present during emotionally intense work. They recover more quickly, and their clients often feel more stable in their presence because a regulated practitioner creates a regulated environment. This is one of the most important aspects of sustainable healing work. Now, if there's one idea I would like you to take away from today's conversation, it's this: you do not need to carry your client's emotional experience in order to support them. In fact, the more grounded and regulated you are, the more effective your support becomes, because your nervous system becomes a steady anchor within the healing space. If you are a practitioner interested in learning about nervous system coherence and how to support both your clients and yourself, you can explore the programs and certifications that are available in Brigittini Energy School. I'll place that link in the description down below. Now, if you're finding value in this series, make sure to subscribe to the Aligned Healer channel so that you don't miss the final video in this series. Because next, we are going to explore the bigger picture, the future of healing work, and why coherence based approaches are becoming essential for practitioners moving forward. I look forward to continuing the conversation with you. Many blessings, Tina Brigittini.